Welcome back to another Transformers review of Cyberverse Bulkhead, the retooled version from the Cyberverse line of Transformers Prime. Alright, and right here on top of the Bulkhead, you have the Nova hammer. Alright, and it's plainly colored, just one single color is the brown color. And you can practically see the axe, which is detailedly molded, and this part spins around, and you can eject this hammer from this part here, which is part of the weapon. You can just slot in back just like this. Alright, and then to Bulkhead himself. Basically, he's just a retool of the original Cyberverse Commander class figure, which is all green, which I do not have. Alright, and this basically is a retool. You can see some spikes coming out of the front of the vehicle mode. Nice chrome color from Hasbro. You can see this part is orange. Invisible Autobot logo. The mold is actually the same, just a bit retooled slightly. The top basically the same except for the orange part here inside. His windscreen is basically black, front and sides as well. It does not have a back. Okay, and this is the back part of the vehicle. You can actually have a clear view that here are spikes coming out. And the difference between the this part and the other parts will be actually yellow spikes coming out of under the back, which is in chrome color. Okay, this is the undercarriage view of Bulkhead from Beast Hunters, and you can see the obvious issues. You can still see the hands. I mean the wrist as well. Alright, basically this is not too bad of a remold, but just to give you a heads up, bird's eye view, or yeah, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magnetic ports, which you can put this Nova weapon here, as well as here, however you like. Okay. And from comparison wise, here is Bulkhead, another version of him. I can't quite remember his name, but I know I have reviewed him before. This is basically the same one, and this is his weapon. I'll just take it out. Right, they basically both look the same in size, but obviously, if you do look, if you do compare them, of course, this Bulkhead is a bit more longer because of the retool in front of here. Yeah, basically the same as well. Not much of difference. This two guys are actually the Transformers Prime line. They are basically made in Vietnam. Alright, and for his transformation, the transformation is rather simple. What you need to do is basically pull this down. But before you pull this down, unhinge this part here, fold it down. The same goes for the other part. Fold up the hands. Okay, flip this part out, and it will reveal Bulkhead's head. Next, what you need to do is come this way, pull this down. The same goes for the other one. For the feet, flip it up, and this part, fold it in, and make sure it clicks in to this part here, and you'll hear a loud click. Right, and fold this down, turn this, fold this down. And of course you must be careful, this is a bit, the joints are a bit loose, right? And now you have Bulkhead in his robot mode. Alright, and you can see the brand new head sculpt. He just looks like a Viking with the horns coming out of the left and right of his head. What I like about this new head mold is basically it's well designed. It's basically makes him look more serious, just like a warrior about to punch some or kick some ass. Alright, and here's a back of him. He is a bit hollow, right? But you can actually put his Nova axe embedded here. Basically, there's a pack hole. There's a pack here, which you can hold the weapon. You can basically pack it in here. Alright, and you can actually see his weapon stored at the back. Okay, and also the articulation wise, his head does look left and right, and because I basically of the I mean the basically this part here, I can't remember the name, but actually it's a what do you call it, armor plating here, which prevents the head from rotating 360. The hands is of course on the ball joint, I mean the shoulder, and this part here of the hand is also on the ball joint. His wrist, and regrettably it's not, you're unable to move it at all. It's molded in. He has no waist articulation at all on this figure. His upper thigh is also on the ball joint. This part of the knee you can swivel, especially, and also the feet a bit. Not much articulation there. And in robot mode, you can pack in the Nova X here, and this part acts as a gun, or you can even let Bulkhead hold the weapon here as a weapon. Alright, next for the comparison, I would transform this guy also right in front of you. Basically, I will not need to repeat the process again. Okay, it's a level 1 transformation. Very much easy and very quick as well. But obviously there's some mold degradation to this guy, because this guy here transforms much more smoothly, and the joints on this guy are more tight. This guy here is a bit of a version 3 mold. Alright, and let me insert the weapon into his hand, and we can actually start the comparison. Alright, now you have both Cyberverse Bulkheads side by side, and of course you can actually make out the obvious differences in paint scheme, and also a bit of retooling on the parts here. Okay, here's the back-to-back comparison. And side comparison, and also most importantly the head sculpt, as you can make out here. Okay, and you can obviously see the obvious differences between these two molds. But I would say this guy here is a bit more serious than this guy, of course, because Bulkhead is actually armored up and ready to rock and roll. Right, and this basically ends the review of this Cyberverse Bulkhead Beast from Beast Hunters. But on another note, for Bulkhead, on both Cyberverse, on the Cyberverse figures, other notable. Okay, on another note, Okay, before I end the review, this guy, this actually also has a pack hole here. Alright, and this is a review of Transformers Cyberverse Beast Hunters Commander Class Bulkhead.